Divine Feminines. In this video, I will give you some of the signs that will help you recognizing that your Divine Masculines do they still have wounded energy and they are still unawakened and they need to be healed and they need to be, work on themselves. So let's begin. The very first sign that they have a wounded energy or unhealed energy and they are still unawakened is that they have a certain kind of aversion to spirituality. It would be very difficult for you to discuss anything related to spirituality with them. They consider spirituality totally illogical and they remain unable to understand anything spiritual in nature, but until they are unawakened and until they have wounded energy. Once they get into awakening process, and once they are awakened, they become very spiritual and sometimes more than a feminine. Yes, they do. Another sign is that they have a wounded or unhealed energy is that they always feel themselves in an ongoing competition. They usually have a very competitive kind of tendencies. You will notice them speaking in comparisons, and they often take sides. They will label things as inferior and superior. So they always keep taking sides for some good and evil things. They have a strong categorization in their mind. That is why duality remain active in their mind. So that's also a major sign that they are still unawakened. One more sign of them being unawakened is that they often boast off about their strengths, and they often tell lies to hide their weaknesses. One more very major sign of them being unawakened is that they hardly admit that they have committed any kind of mistake. Never. Rather, they would blame you, your words, rest of the whole world, circumstances, or other things for their wrongdoings or anything that resulted in a loss. They will never admit that they have done something wrong or they have committed a mistake. Another sign is that they remain very hyperactive, and you will sense an urgency in them. You will find them always in a hurry, for no reason. You will seldom see them sitting quietly or still, and they keep on doing something. Even if they won't have something to do, they will keep on moving their feet, or you will seldom find them sitting quietly or still. They keep on moving their hands or feet. A sense of urgency or sense of tension in them will always be there in them. One of the major signs is that they have a very huge ego and very fragile. And remember that it's ego that feels pain, that feels being triggered. Once you know that what is your inner strength, what you are inside, then nothing can shake you. And if they have wounded energy, yes, they do run to save themselves from being triggered and feeling pains, and to save their ego. It's their ego that let them run, and then that makes them run from you. One more sign is that they get easily impressed by superficial things and superficial people. You know, they see certain kind of 3D powers in superficial people, and but don't worry about that. They won't be the same forever like that. Once they awakened, they find these things extremely unattractive. One more sign of wounded masculine energy is that wounded masculines, they judge people and they make their mind about people very soon. But remember that judging people is a different thing. If you call a mountain, uh, you know it is called being speaking your heart out. But the divine masculines who are unawakened, they don't speak their heart out. They categorize people in different 3D categories. They categorize them strong and weak, and then they take sides and they judge on those 3D parameters. So that's also a sign. One more thing about unawakened divine masculines is that they hide themselves behind different masks. They do not show what they are actually to the world. They feel that they are unworthy of being accepted fully in the society, so they play different roles and they hide behind some characters. Yes, sometimes they behave from the place of overconfidence. They show overconfidence sometimes, and they also have very impatient energy. The impatient energy is like that. They want a thing right at the moment. They have less patience in them. That's also a sign that they have unawakened energy. At the end, I would say, I hope these all signs will help you guys to recognize that what unawakened divine masculine looks like, and how to recognize that he still has wounded energy in himself. So thanks for listening, and love for all. Thank you so much. Bye. Take care.